Creating tests in Blackboard. In this video, we will demonstrate how to create a new test in Blackboard and how to create test questions. We will mainly be looking at the question type multiple choice. Log into Blackboard and then access the course where you need to create the test. Scroll down to the control panel and under Course Tools, select Test Surveys and Pools. In the Test Surveys and Pools page, click on Tests. To create a new test, click Build Test. The test information page opens, and here you need to enter the test information. Start by entering the test name. Test name has a red star, so it's mandatory. We have to enter the test name. We can optionally also enter a test description and instructions. So we will enter test description in the description box. We can also enter test instructions optionally. So after entering the test information, click Submit to save the test. The test canvas opens. This purple banner at the top indicates that the quiz has been created successfully, and the test canvas contains the quiz information, including the quiz name, description, and instructions. We can add questions to this quiz here in multiple ways by using the menus at the top. Create question will allow us to create new questions and gives us all of these options for question types. Reuse question will allow us to add a question that has been created earlier in a different pool or quiz. Upload questions will allow us to upload questions from an Excel file. We can also use question settings to change some settings for this test only. For example, click question settings. Here you can modify some of these settings. For example, you can allow images, files, and web links in the answers and in the feedback. Or for example, you can change the default points for each question. The default points for each question is 10. If you wish, you can change it here. In all cases, you will be able to modify the points for the questions of the quiz later on at any stage. In this example, I'm not going to change anything. I'll just click Cancel. We are back in the test canvas, and we will be adding a new question now. To add a new question to this quiz, from the Create Question menu, select the question type. As you see in Blackboard, we have many types of questions that we can use. For this example, we're going to use multiple choice. So select multiple choice. I can here edit the multiple choice question information. The question title is optional, so I'm going to leave it. We start with the question text. We need to type the question test in this box. If needed, I can highlight this text and format it using the menu options here. We scroll down, and here I have the question options. I can modify some of the question options here. For example, the answer numbering, the answer orientation, vertical or horizontal, and allowing partial credit or showing answers in random order. For this example, I need to show answers in random order. So I will click this option and I scroll down. In the answers section, the first option here is the number of answers, and by default we have 4 answers. You can change this for sure by clicking here, and if you have more than 4 answers or more than 4 choices for the question, you can definitely select a different number here. If you want less than 4 answers, you can click the remove under one of the boxes of the answers. So in this example, I'm going to keep it 4, and I will start entering my answers choices. This is answer 1. Notice that by default, answer 1 is set to be the correct answer. You can change this for sure to answer 2 or 3 or 4 if needed, or as a best practice to keep answer 1 the correct answer and make sure that you tick the show answers in random order. This way, you will always enter the correct answer in the first option and leave it to the system to randomize the answers. Now we scroll down and enter the other answers. answer 2, answer 3, and answer 4. Next we have feedback. In the feedback section, I can enter feedback for a correct response or incorrect response. The feedback section is optional. I'm going to enter this feedback for correct answers. And I will also enter feedback for incorrect answers. We move on. And here we have the categories and keywords section. In this section, I can add some tags to my question to allow me to search for it later if I need to. I can tag this question for categories, for topics, for levels of difficulty, and for keywords. You can use all of these tags, or you can use some of these tags or none. In this example, I will just select the level of difficulty. So I'm going to add a tag here, and I'm going to select this level, easy. We scroll down. The instructor notes is also optional. If you enter notes here, it's only visible to you as an instructor. After I'm done entering all the question details, I can either click submit and create another, and that will open for me another multiple choice page, or submit. I am back in the test canvas, and as you see here, it shows me that total questions 1 and total points 10. And I can see that the question has been added. I can see the question, I can see the answers, I can see the correct answer, and also the feedback. To edit any of the question information, I can easily just move my mouse on top of this arrow next to the question and click, and then here select edit. That will take me to the create edit page where I can change the question information. Notice also that this question has 10 points because this is the default. And if I want, I can modify this by clicking on the 10. That will open for me a box where I can modify the number. For example, I want it to be 2. So I'll change this to 2 and click submit. Now this question is worth 2 points. Using the same steps, I can add more and more questions to this quiz. So I can go again to create question menu, select the same question type or another question type, and I can add another question. When I am done adding all the questions to this quiz, scroll down and click OK. I can see that my new test quiz 1 is ready, but it's not deployed yet because under deployed I see no. In order for students to be able to access the test, we need to deploy it in a content area. To learn how to deploy the test in a content area, please watch the deploy test video. You can access the quiz menu by just moving your mouse on top of the quiz and then click this small arrow next to the quiz name. And here you have options to edit the quiz. And this will take you to the quiz page where you can modify the questions, add new questions, delete questions, and so on. You can export the quiz to a local computer or to content collection. This will allow you to actually reuse the question in other courses. So you export it from this page and then you import it in the new course. You can also copy the quiz and then make changes to the new one, or you can delete it if you want to.